Easy. The
Motherfuckers.
coyo's coming. That shit sound nuts.
God, out of context, that sounds crazy as fuck.
That shit sound nuts. Oh my gosh, bro. But what's up, y'all? Episode 31 of the Braincast. Smart asses and smart mouths. I'm the left side of the brain. Mr. Cedric, the creator, as well as
Soon to be your favorite beverage, if not already the one and only right side juice.
and well, hey y'all. Yeah, it's been a little bit.
It's been a grip. Apologies.
Yeah, life happened.
Yeah.
Mental and physical struggles happened. So we didn't do last week, but obviously that means that we got a lot to catch up on because a lot has happened. A lot has happened. I mean, we should start off with how you feeling, Swan? Damn.
I'm crazy on the timeline. Apologies.
No, you good.
I'm better. It's been a week since
right.
Mm-hmm. And it's like I'm still kind of sore, but I've been able to move more. I sit up longer. Okay. I still can't stand for heck long, but it is what it is. But I can walk around.
That's good.
We go back for our follow-up in October, just because by then the majority of the pain should be gone by then. I'll also be out of medicine, so there's that.
Wonderful. Well, maybe not the out of medicine part, but progress.
I mean, if my pain gone, then hopefully the out of medicine part is I find it a success that I haven't had to take any of my oxy yet. So there's that.
We love that. Oh, but yeah, Twin was just in a little mishap over the past week, y'all. But as you get here, she's feeling better. She's getting to it, progress and whatnot. Same with myself. We good. We good. Yeah, that's y'all update.
I would give y'all the full medical rundown, but I don't. No, it ain't that serious. No.
Yeah, we don't know about that one. The pod ain't there yet. Stop. Oh my god. We just gonna get to the shit that we missed, cause oh my god, bro, we missed some shit.
It's just, I'm like, how could that get worse, bruh?
Speaking of which, if you don't know what we talking about this Tiffany Haddish and Aries Spears business. I went and did some research because I never saw the official documents, or at least anybody that's read the official documents. So shout out to Rolling Stone for getting their hands on the actual lawsuit documents and putting us onto what actually happened. Because first and foremost, the mother of the children, John and Jane Doe, because they don't want to be known, originally was the originator of this lawsuit back in 2018, but niggas shot him down. They shot her down. So now the thing is, the children in this case are of age now. At least the sister is. She's currently 22. The incidents that we're about to be talking about at the time, she was 14 and her little brother is 7. The little brother is the one in the video of the skit that everyone has seen. If you haven't seen it, be happy that you haven't. Because that shit was uncomfortable. I saw it when everyone was sharing it on Twitter, and it's why do you think that's funny? Why did you think that was comedy? I don't know. That's just me, because comedy is in the ear of the beholder. So everyone doesn't find the same thing funny. But I looked at it, and a lot of people on Twitter looked at it and was like, yeah, that's not funny.
It was like, hey yo, what the fuck? What the fuck?
Real shit. It's not funny. And now that we have a breakdown of the actual legal documents, we know exactly what happened, right? So like I said before, originally the mom is the one who brought it up. She got shot down, allegations got dropped. Now she's old enough, so she's the one pushing forward for this. Which also, she's currently the legal guardian of her little brother also. So yeah. Yeah, the whole current family is at their heads. So according to the legal document, from what Jane Doe was saying, she claims that back in 2013 she was going to a comedy camp at the Laugh Factory.
Okay.
And whatnot. And Haddish took a liking to her. And I won't even say took a liking, because from what she says, she was a family friend. She was a friend of her mom's.
Oh shit.
Yes, it's that internal as far as the circle is concerned. She was a friend of her mom's. So she recruited her to do a skit with Aries and her. And the moment you hear what the skit's about, you can already see where this went left. So according to her, Haddish bought her lunch, drove her to a quote-unquote Hollywood set, and pretty much had her watch a material pertaining to the skit that would help her act better in the skit. So the question is, what's the skit, you may ask? The skit was supposed to be a Subway commercial parody, okay? As we all know, we know who was associated with Subway.
Not Jared.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Yeah.
And listen, if y'all don't know what happened to Jared, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, you have to Google that one.
Everybody know what happened to Jared.
Yeah, dude. Even the creators of South Park, if y'all play fucking
It's the reason why Subway went from having that one motherfucker to every Olympic sports person ever.
Yup.
They said they are not risking their bag on one person ever again. Subway got like 5 different spokespeople now.
Because, bro, the Subway commercial parody. The moment I heard that, I was like, Tiffany.
I'm thinking South off the rip, but also in light of what you got going on, that don't look good
at all. Because this is 2013, so Tiffany ain't even popping yet.
Right.
So, certain people of certain statures get away with certain things. You know what I'm saying? Also, the time depends too. So, a lot of the shit and a lot of the big comics these days can tell you. Like, perfect example, Chris Rock. He knows for sure that some of the shit that he did back then is not flying now. There's a reason why he ain't doing them kind of jokes no more. He said it himself. Like, bigger and blacker shit, like Kill the Messenger, shit like that ain't gonna be flying like that these days. It's a different political climate. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But you out here trying to do a Subway commercial parody. Okay, but back to the timeline, right? I did mention that they had her watch material to help her act better in her role in said parody, right? So, from what Jane Doe is claiming, they bought her lunch, like I said, drove her to a Hollywood set where Aries Spears met them, and had her watch a video showing a man and a woman, quote unquote, making sexual noises as they ate a sandwich. We see where this is going, Craig. Do I need to say more? For folks who may be slow, pretty much they're trying to teach her how to make sexual sounds with a sandwich, pretending to give head. You know what give head means? I'll give you the scientific term. Pretending to perform fellatio, which Aries Spears and Tiffany Haddish convinced her and really pushed her to do. So, in her words, physically, emotionally, and mentally uncomfortable, she mimicked the act so she could go home. And that's not even the video that was necessarily bringing a lot of the light to the situation. because the situation at hand that we all know about, at least most people know about, happened the following year in 2014, where both her and her brother was brought to this set, quote unquote, for through a pedophile's eyes. That's the name of the skit. You kind of tell what kind of skit this is if you haven't seen it. Oh my gosh. And according to Jane Doe, during the filming of this skit, she was separated from her brother, so she couldn't do nothing about it anyway. So now, from what I'm hearing is, because if you watch the skit, Tiffany's not necessarily in the video a whole lot. It's mostly Aries Spears doing the nasty ass shit that he was doing in that video. So the way I'm looking at it is, being that you had her separated, obviously you're not leaving her by herself in a separate room, because obviously she wants to know what her brother is doing. So now, to me, what that says is, when Tiffany's off camera, she's in a separate room with Jane Doe, keeping her from going to the set. That's the only, because how else would she be separated during the whole shooting, knowing what she just went through the year previous? You know what I'm saying? So the only thing that to be said is Tiffany was out here stopping this man's sister from seeing what's going on, because you know damn well if she saw what's going on, she gonna cut that shit out, because y'all had her do some crazy shit the year before. Right. And the only reason that you would, and if you asking me, the only reason you would go back to the same family the next year is because you was able to get away with the shit y'all had her do the first time. So you're like, cool. Ain't because we try to go get another kid, we might have a problem. We know that they'd be down to do this shit. She got a little brother, let's go get them. Because mind you, Tiffany Haddish is the liaison for the child actors because she's cool with their mother. That's the thing. That's the only way they got these kids. Tiffany Haddish is cool with the mom. You hit up the mom, convinced her to let the children come through. So at the end of the day, because originally, I don't know if people knew about this back when all of this news came out. Was it last week or 2 weeks ago? I think it's been about 2-3 weeks. 2-3 weeks ago, a lot of people was like, oh, she's not really in the video or whatever the case is. But with this information out, no matter if she was in the video or whatever, first and foremost, you got them there in the first place. Like, a mother literally trusted you with their children, and you brought them not once but twice over the span of 2 years in sexually precarious situations for your content. Nah, Tiffany, you wildin'. You wildin', Tiff. Cause really?
And that coupled with the fact that you like OD sexual unnecessarily majority of the time anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Unfunnily, may I say.
Unfunnily, like you, it start to be it's up there with Amy Schumer, like forever.
Bro, look, listen, you can ask my baby girl, ask my wife. I told her, I said, Tiffany Haddish is the black Amy Schumer.
And one thing, no, deadass, I was just gonna say that. And one thing about it, we gonna laugh at Amy Schumer, but it ain't cause she funny. We have spent many a late night doing it.
Oh yeah.
And it ain't cause she funny. We be in this bitch like, you know, when something is so ridiculous that you laugh at. So bad. When something is so fucking ridiculous that you laugh at it, we done spent many a night in the VC doing just that.
It's so bad.
It start off as just like unfunny white people in general, and it always coming back to her.
Mm-hmm. Cause there's funny white people out there. Bill Burr's cool. He's funny. Bill Burr is funny. Jerry Seinfeld somehow makes those mundane jokes hilarious.
Facts.
That takes a special comedic mind to do that. Y'all don't remember. Jerry Seinfeld had a whole bit on airplane food.
And that's where the shit came from.
Exactly.
Like,
he had a whole bit on airplane food.
That people do. What's the deal with airplane food? Jerry Seinfeld made that. That's that they biting his shit, bar for bar. And can nobody else in the existence ever make that shit funny?
I'm telling you, bro. It takes a special comedic mind to do that. So there's funny white people. This ain't the thing. Oh, white people ain't funny. No, there's funny white
Nah,
people.
there's funny white people. Look at Adam
Amy
Sandler.
Schumer's just not funny. You know what I'm saying? And in this case, Tiffany Haddish is just not funny, at least to me. Someone finds her funny, being that she's making the money and has the star power that she has, but really, bro? Just really? Like, Aries is weird already, because if y'all ain't seen the video, I'll describe what happens in this video. So the premise of the skit pretty much is Tiffany Haddish is playing a like very busybody mother or whatnot who needs a babysitter last minute in many scenarios. So she leaves her son, who's John Doe in this situation, with Aries' character, Uncle Pete.
That sounds predatory. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, exactly. And pretty much the bulk of the skit is literally shots of him looking through a newspaper that he cut, eye holes out of, kind of like pretend like he's peeping or whatever. And there's shots of this kid with no shirt on, no pants on. He's just in his underwear in very questionable positions. There's a shot where he has this kid pretend that a toy truck, using the toy truck to, insinuate fellatio, because for some reason they're obsessed with children pretending to do fellatio.
I don't like those.
There's a part in the skit where he's putting oil on him. There's a part where Aries Spears hops in the tub with the kid. And at the end of the skit, he has the kid put oil on him. So, it's not. If you feel uncomfortable now with me just explaining it, imagine watching it. It's not cool. And I don't know if there's video evidence out there of the first skit, but based on what she had to do to prepare for that skit, I already don't want to know what happened in that one. I'm not even gonna hold you.
It makes me almost sick to my stomach, like for real.
It's I don't get where in the process of making these skits where it was like, oh nah, that shit right there is funny. That's funny. Yeah, we gotta make that. It don't feel funny. It don't sound funny. I'm just explaining the whole thing. It's I'm not ha he heing. I'm not full belly laughing.
Who is ha he he? You know what? Let me not. Never mind.
Yeah, we gonna expose a lot of people out here. Like, there's probably someone on Twitter who was like, I mean, I get it. Like,
shut your ass up.
Well, I get it. Like,
before we subject you to some shit.
Oh, also, I can't leave out this part, of course. At the end of this skit, there's a text message at the end that says, "Pay attention to who you leave your children with." Something along that lines. I don't remember exactly verbatim, but something along that lines. Because originally,
so you're telling me this was supposed to be an advocacy video?
Correct. This is according to Aries Spears. Almost scared to spit, but Aries spit is crazy. Aries Spears, according to him, this is supposed to be a PSA.
Babe,
about.
I want you to know something, right? Chris Hansen does his job very well, and we all let him do his job. Let that man do his job. I don't need nobody else, especially in the field of work that you do, because it's going to come across just as it came across. to be advocating for nothing like that. And if you are, do it outside of your field of work. Everybody take a step outside of their job to advocate for something. This would have been the appropriate time for you to do that. Using a comedy sketch to advocate for something like that, when niggas use comedy as subjective to be weird all the time. No.
Or not, at least not in that sense.
Not in that sense.
Because the way you did it was, oh my goodness. That was weird. Like,
weird.
Very weird. But like I said, Aries Spears is saying it's supposed to be a PSA. That video, the second video, through a pedophile's eyes, almost fucked the fucking title up. That it was originally created to be put on Funny or Die, because Funny or Die was popping at the time, and because Funny or Die didn't necessarily know that the video was on their platform, it got all the way up until 2018 to where they immediately removed it the moment that they knew about it. Because according to Funny or Die, they said that they found it absolutely disgusting. It would never produce such content. We were not involved in the conceptualization, development, funding, or production of this video. It was uploaded to the site as user-generated content and was removed in 2018 immediately after becoming aware of its existence. So they clapped that shit immediately the moment they knew about it.
And that's the double-sided sword to being such a big platform, is no matter how many employees you have, even when you got niggas who their job is specifically to look for shit like that, it's certain not gonna see.
Facts. I mean,
so hecka afterwards.
Take YouTube for example. All those terrorism videos of people getting their heads cut off and all that stuff that was happening, and they didn't know until advertisers started pulling out, because advertisers were realizing that their ads was going across those videos.
Right.
You can't. When you become a massively successful website when it comes to user-generated content, yeah, it's gonna get difficult unless you put a lot of money into employee power. So, I mean, I don't blame Funny or Die for that. They clapped at the moment they knew. And so it can't be like, oh yeah, but the platform accepted it. Why don't the platform did it? Wow, the moment they knew it, they clapped that shit. This is all Aries and Tiffany. All Aries and Tiffany.
Y'all quit to blame the platform. Don't do that.
True, they're quick to go to blame the parents. It's like, oh, where's mom? Where's dad? Where are they in this situation? Which, according to Jane Doe, when in 2018 she attempted to reach a $15,000 settlement with Spears in 2018, which is what I was talking about earlier. But that necessarily didn't go anywhere, from what was said. And according to Jane Doe, she said that their mom was simply wanted the nightmare to end and attempted the settlement through mental anguish. Could barely take care of herself and make her own decisions after learning about the molestation, let alone represent herself and Mr. Doe in the settlement, because there was no lawyer present. So if you don't understand the wording that I just said, long story short is, mom found out about the situation, fucked up. It completely fucked up. To the point where now it's just her motherly protection mode just kicks in, emotionally driven, probably pulled up on Aries, because I'm assuming that if she was cool with Tiffany, she knew where Aries be at, whether it's his home or his hangout spots or whatever the fuck. Probably bursted into wherever the fuck it was at. The whole, how could you monster, this, that, or whatever the case is, I'ma sue your ass for $15,000. You better give me some money or something, because my baby's been traumatized for 5 fucking years. Something like that. Aries been in the business, probably dealt with shit in the courtroom before. You giving them the workaround with all kinds of buzzwords and all kinds of shit that she's not getting or whatever. And some way, somehow, you got her to not talk about the whole shit again. It's probably something like that. This is, in fact, this is me speculating on based on what I read. Okay, so take that how you will. And the funny part is, during that whole situation in 2018, apparently via text, Haddish insinuated she wanted no part of that whole settlement agreement. So
Interesting.
imagine,
Interesting.
very much so. So it's a lot. According to Jane, like she said, her and her brother is traumatized for life. He says from this incident, it's caused her to develop a social disorder where it's difficult for her to socialize and make friends. Her brother rarely leaves the house. Like he puts band-aids on cameras on all of his technology because he's scared that someone may be watching him or recording him. Like, this shit is serious. And what did Tiffany and Aries do in response? Say that it's a shakedown. It's extortion. That's what they said.
Hilarious.
It's extortion. Y'all doing too much. Y'all just try and grab a bag off our head because we making money. That's what that is. You liars. Liars. That's what it is. That's what you tried to call
You're
them.
a liar.
That's what you tried to call the family, bro. And to me, I'm just looking at it this way. I'm like, Moss tried to get justice before. It didn't work. So what happens next? The daughter waits until she's of age. She's been holding on to this shit for 8 years now. For 8 years. Waited until she's of age. Probably saved up money for it to put a lawyer on. Like she been focused, like hyper focused on getting this shit done. And now that she's here, she got it all down pat, ready to come after you. That should say something. To the point where now she's a legal guardian of her little brother. Because I'm assuming that the mother, I don't think a mother passed or anything. I didn't hear anything about it. But I'm guessing she just wasn't unfit. She was unfit to take care of her little brother and whatnot. So she took it upon herself. It's a whole thing. Or if anything, it probably went down the black family route. You know, when it comes to traumatic shit like this, especially black mothers are trying to cover up for family members. She probably just got real quiet about it. Didn't want to discuss it because it hurts so much.
Pray that don't take. I pray it did.
I mean, depends. Because from the latest update that I heard was, first and foremost, Jane demanded a public apology from Tiffany Haddish, as she should, and that, from what she said, she tried to reach out to Tiffany Haddish's lawyer in cases of a settlement, but Haddish's lawyer never got back to her because apparently Tiffany Haddish's team instead decided to reach out to her mom to convince her and her brother to settle.
Oh wow!
Yeah, that happened.
Yeah, please.
So I mean, Jane and John Doe agreed, and apparently, the stipulations is a sit down that's coming out of Tiffany's pocket, of course, that needs to happen in Vegas in the next 2 weeks. If they come to a settlement, according to Jane Doe, if that happens, she has to take back her accusations of extortion and publicly apologize to her and her family, saying that she never meant to harm her brother, her mother, and herself.
Please. In a fucking way.
Because before this whole situation, Haddish is out here on record stating how Jane Doe and her mother will together face the consequences of pursuing this frivolous action.
Wow.
But you out here and now having public settlements. So you're having public settlements. There's publicly archived video content of the heinous acts that you're being accused of. It's all saying that you did it, Tiff. All saying that you did it. Both you and Aries. Come on now. Come on now. And I ain't forget neither. during the whole time that everyone was talking about it 2-3 weeks ago, people saying that Tiffany on her IG stories sharing Bible verses and shit. I was like, yo, if you don't get the fuck, I ain't hear everything I just told you. I didn't know 2-3 weeks ago. I found out about this morning because I did research. So back then, when I heard that she's out here dropping Bible verses on IG stories, I was like, oh yeah, she did that shit. She did it.
So sick.
She did that shit. Because now all of a sudden, like, we dropping Bible verses. You trying to bring me back to God because everyone call you everything but a child of God right now on the TL. Nah, you did it, bro.
That's unfortunate.
You did that shit for sure. The nasty ass. I always knew there was something weird about you, Tev. I know it.
It was ever since you broke the NDA at Beyonce party.
Ever since she blew up, because mind you, to me, I didn't know about Tiffany Haddish until she did that Breakfast Club interview with Kevin Hart. Who are you? All of a sudden, you sitting next to the biggest nigga in the game right now? What the fuck? Where you been at?
She was like, even when she was not a plastic cup boy, but like open for them, I believe. I was like, something about this just.
And you know who else letting people know that she not funny? Cat Williams. I don't know if y'all been seeing these interviews that's been popping back up. Cat Williams been telling y'all that Hollywood placed her in her position, and she ain't necessarily earned it because she's funny. Like, yeah, Cat Williams talks about it. I forgot which interview it is, but he's like, take a look at Girls Trip. You think she wrote that?
Hell no.
He's like, anybody can read.
Anybody can read is crazy.
He's like, anybody can read. Cause he's like, have you seen her castmates on that movie?
Facts. That movie was stacked.
Do you know the castmates?
Stacked, and it was like, oh wow,
we talking.
That movie
Regina
was
Hall,
stacked, and then you
Queen
got Regina
Latifah.
Hall, you got Jada Pinkett, and you got Queen Latifah. That movie was stacked just in case you were bad. That movie was stacked enough in every aspect because Queen Latifah gonna be funny, but she's also gonna give you that, you know, that little hood aspect.
Yeah, the hood hard edge mama.
Regina Hall is going to be funny, but she not gonna make it overly ghetto. And the same thing with Jada. They're all three of those women are funny in their own aspect, and none of them are comedians. You the only comedian here, and you're the least funny person in a room. What do that say?
No, bro, that's like that movie is stacked. You talking? Lorenz Tate was in that movie too.
Everyone was in that
Morris
fucking
Chestnut, Mike Epps was in there too.
And you know why hecka people were like, I don't like Girls Trip, and still say I don't like Girls Trip? Is because you were such a prominent character in the movie. You took away from so many scenes with them ass jokes, bro.
Is giving Brie Larson and Captain Marvel?
So many scenes. You said what?
Said it's giving Brie Larson and Captain Marvel.
It really is.
Oh god, that movie was
Which is why when you like remind people that they shot Endgame before they shot Captain Marvel and people liked her more in Endgame, I was like, gee, I fucking wonder why. Because you could tell, like, watching Captain Marvel and watching Endgame, those are two completely different characters. And she even said in an interview, well, she was trying to like find herself in the character beforehand. And I was like, well,
did you find it yet?
Listen, but I also saw like, I don't know what, I think it was it was D23. And for those of y'all who don't know, that's, you know, Disney Expo Day or whatever. It's just, you know, whatever year it is. So it was D23, and one of the actor or one of the journalists on the carpet was like, you know, will you come back as Captain Marvel? Simply because, you know, everybody from Phase 4 was like, all right, I'm gone. And not just because my contract is up, but bitch, I'm done.
Right.
He was like, would you come back? And she was like, I don't know.
I don't know. It's interesting.
And the way she said it was like, bitch, I don't know. And he was like, no, like, really, like, would you come back? And she was like, does anybody want me to?
Okay.
And I was like, oof. And I saw on Twitter somebody had retweeted the interview and was like, I mean, I wouldn't want to come back as that character after all the, like, you know, after the shitty treatment she got for that character for the past 5 years. And I was like, well, in literally everyone's defense, it wasn't a role meant for her for real
at all.
Like, Brie Larson is a wonderful actress, you know. She does her thing, but like when it comes to the MCU, no, we should be able to see your character and be like, I can't see nobody else playing that, because I can't see nobody else playing Iron Man, just like I can't see nobody else playing Thor. Hell, I can't see nobody else playing fucking Taskmaster. Shout out to Florence Pugh.
Man, I can see someone else playing Dina.
But I can absolutely fucking weave. But I can absolutely see somebody else playing Captain Marvel, like for real. And if we being perfectly honest, I feel like they hold her in terms of like her contract simply because she came at the end of Phase 4, and they knew damn well it was gonna be more Marvel shit coming, specifically for her to have to come back. Because you already got Miss Marvel got a whole show, and y'all at D23 debuted whatever the fuck it is called, The Marvels. I don't know if it's gonna be a show or a movie or whatever, but now you gotta come back. Now, will you come back for a Captain Marvel shit solo? Hopefully not, because it's not really necessary. Because when people ask me, you know, as the resident Marvel buff everywhere I am, when people ask me what do they need to watch if they want to watch everything in chronological order, is there anything they can skip? I off rip tell them to skip the second Thor movie and Captain Marvel. You can skip both of those things and you won't miss a damn thing. I promise.
Yeah, periods like me, I'm still gonna watch it, but I'm gonna take
and
it
that's
into
what
account.
Listen, and I'm like, you know, if you want to watch everything, you know, this is the order to watch it in. If you want to watch chronological, or you want to watch, you know,
regular
it
release
makes
schedule
sense as far as the story goes. You know, you want to watch it like that, or do you just want to watch it, you know, what came out first? That's, you know, I can give you all of that. But if you just want to get it just so you can get the gist of what the fuck going on in the Marvel universe, you do not have to watch Thor: Dark World. You do not have to watch Captain Marvel. And there's a couple other things in there that you ain't got to watch either. But those two specifically, you don't need to watch them
at all.
Because I can just tell you who the fuck Captain Marvel is, and Thor: The Dark World ain't gonna give you no additions to the storyline. So yeah, it's also the worst Thor movie. But I also haven't seen Love and Thunder yet, so that's up for debate at the moment.
A lot of people said that one was nice and playful, like it's great for kids to watch and shit. That's what I've been hearing.
That mean his ass. Damn.
I mean, who knows? I ain't hear anybody give bad reviews, but
I've heard a couple.
Oh, really?
From the homies that have seen it, and I'm like, me personally, when it comes to Marvel movies as of lately, I'm not gonna lie, I'm that person. If you hesitant about a Marvel movie, wait till they come out on Disney Plus and just ask me for my account information and I'll let you watch it. I'm not gonna lie. Because when I saw the trailers, I was like, I'm not paying to go see that. Because if I do and it's bad, I'm gonna be mad as hell. Because I just paid to sit through, and we all know Marvel movies aren't getting any shorter. I just paid to sit through at least 2 hours of bullshit. When in actuality, I could have just sat on my couch and waited a month after it came out, because I don't go to the movies when movies first come out anyway. I could have just sat on my couch, waited a little bit till after it came out, and this was on Disney Plus way sooner than majority of the shit that they done put out. Multiverse of
Right.
Madness wasn't on Disney Plus till 2 months later.
Mm-hmm.
And I still waited to watch that. Also glad I didn't pay for that. As of recently, the only Disney movie, Marvel movie, Pixar movie, whatever, that they've put out, and it hasn't come straight to the app, that I'm like, you know what, I would have paid for this, was Lightyear.
Really?
I would have paid to go see Lightyear because it was good.
I heard a lot of people said they could have did without Lightyear.
They could have did without it, but it was good.
How sad?
Like it wasn't bad, but I also see why they did it, you know?
Mm.
Just because they really still, even after, you know, Toy Story done ended, they still trying to wrap up the Toy Story universe for real. And I feel like Lightyear did that. Because if you haven't seen Toy Story 4, that was more so the end of Woody's story. And we ain't never really got a lot of bugs after we done all grown up. And when I say we, I mean the generation that got like Buzz Lightyear and Star Command the show.
Mm.
So like, you know, I feel like that was just like when they, you know, released Incredibles 2 when they did. That wasn't for these raggedy ass kids. That was for us.
Facts.
Because if you ever saw it in the movie theaters, the intro for the movie before it even started was the original cast being like, sorry we took so long, y'all. They didn't know what the fuck they were talking about. They were talking to us when they said that.
Sorry it took so long. Oh, you wasn't
Like,
playing.
Samuel
No one
L.
planned
Jackson,
for that one to come out
Samuel
originally.
L. Jackson was like, I know we've been gone a minute, but I promise you it's worth it.
But speaking of worth it, I hope you take this girl Tiff and Aries for every penny they got. I'm about tired. This is too much. This is happening way too much when it comes to Hollywood.
Like,
I'm not gonna hold you.
No,
this is too much.
it's
Especially
like, for real, I'm not.
It being
hold
Tiffany
y'all.
is the crazy part. Because I'm like,
Every
honestly, you the
time.
latest big star that came out.
Exactly.
Everybody, quote unquote, you're the latest one, and you already caught up in shit like this, which means that the
It's
moment you hit
like-
Hollywood, you hit the ground running with this shit.
Every time some shit has come out post Epstein, right?
Mm-hmm.
It just lets me know that nigga was saving a lot of you niggas.
Mm-hmm.
He was the reason a lot of you niggas didn't get ousted when you should have. And now that y'all have killed this man, and I said what I said, who y'all gonna use as a scapegoat now? Who?
You know
Who
this
you
giving?
what big billionaire, big body, big back ass nigga you finna pull out your ass?
You know this giving, bro. You know when Fisk went to jail in New York, and shit hit the fan for Spider-Man. That's what Hollywood's giving right now. Epstein went down. He went down, and it's been a shit show ever since.
Like, cause what the hell?
And they told Spider-Man, "You don't know what you done. Put him in prison." He's like, "Oh, you'll be all right. New York will be all right."
Could not give a fuck.
You got smacked around by the Sinister Six. It's more than this Sinister Six in Hollywood. Probably Sinister 600 or something. I don't know.
Sinister 600 indeed.
Because at this point, all y'all participated in some weird shit.
Looking at the chat, one of our lovely mods in there, Orchard Scorpion, I peeped that a couple days ago. Morbius came out this year, and it's already on Netflix.
That's because niggas didn't go out and watch it. No one cared.
And I was like, what is this? I was like, because, you know, Netflix do the little timestamps or whatever. And I was like, is this the same Morbius that... Ain't no way. This is literally the same movie that came out, like, in what, like, February? I want to say it came out. Or something along the lines of that. And it's already on Netflix? Like, what? No, y'all. I don't know what's going on in them writer rooms, but oof.
Yeah, fucking with it, bro. Easy fucking with it. Speaking of people that people don't fuck with,
oh Lord,
rest down under Queen Elizabeth.
Bye.
Oh my gosh, the internet can't take nothing serious. I was there.
Because
I was there. I was there. The moment the news went out that Queen Elizabeth II passed, the internet was just on a meme run.
It was like Will Smith slapping Chris Rock all over again.
Facts.
Like, that's literally how long it was. Except for if you drug this out, nobody gonna be mad. I'm not gonna say okay for the ladies. I'm not gonna say nobody gonna be mad because the Brits, we love y'all. If you was fucking with her, rip, I guess. But at the same time,
this is the Queen Elizabeth was the queen of colonization also. So.
I was just gonna say at the same time, fuck your homie, she dead. I'm not gonna lie. You feel me? Because ain't no way BBC cleaned up fucking the relationship between her and Africa and called it a long-standing relationship. Ain't no way you replace the word colonialism with long-standing relationship. Because one thing about it, two things for sure. Black Twitter and African Twitter, and yes, those are two different things. They was going crazy. Because African Twitter had me almost in here about to pop a stitch. You hear me?
Oh,
you
man.
hear me? Also, shout out to Meghan Markle, because if you don't know what she did, and it was the slightest thing, all I gotta say is she the realest one in that palace. Because not her wearing, I don't know whose funeral it was, but not her wearing, the last funeral Diana went to, she wore the exact same outfit that she wore to Elizabeth's funeral. Iconic as hell. That's hilarious and iconic as hell. Because if you don't know, come on now. And I mean, like, literally down to the T. Her red poppy pin was just a little bit smaller. I was like, oh, yeah.
That's hilarious.
Because who gonna check her?
Elizabeth?
No.
I'm sorry. I should not make it up like that. That's very ill of me. I apologize for my actions, but at the same time, I don't think she apologized for hers. So
absolutely
take that how you will. I mean, at the end of the day, rest in peace. Because it's never a fun thing to watch someone die. But at the same time, the memory of how we got to where we're at is now gone. So
facts.
I don't know what to tell you. It's a new day. It's a new day in this world.
Miss Nina Simone.
Also, speaking of a new day, let's talk about Ninja real quick.
Oof, go ahead.
So Ninja is in the midst of doing something no streamer has done before. If you don't know already, he's no longer an official Twitch partner because he has gone on the journey to stream everywhere. He's streaming on six platforms every stream now. So he's streaming on Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook.
And we all know how the Purple app feel about multi-streams, boy.
Yeah, that's why he just rescinded that part of his agreement. So,
all know how they feel about multi-streams.
So it is what it is, because I'm pretty sure he's making enough money off of sponsorships and all kinds of other things anyway. So he's able to do stuff like that because he got enough money to go around to replace that income anyway. Yes. So he's in a position to do something like well this.
For himself.
Oh yeah. So he's doing something that no one has done before. I'm actually interested to see where this goes. But at the same time, this is one of those things where I think this only works for some of the top streamers because they have a big enough audience on each one of these platforms to diversify in that sense. Because we talking about Ninja. Ninja has multiple a million followers on each one of those platforms.
Correct.
At least minimum 1 million.
When he left Twitch, he was still doing perfectly fine the first time.
Literally, all right. Hold on. I'm gonna give you the live numbers right now. So on YouTube, Ninja's sitting at 23.8 million.
That's insane.
On YouTube, which is nuts. On Twitch, Ninja is at where's the number? He's at 18.4 million. On Instagram, I hope his name's Ninja on here. I don't know what the fuck his name is. His shit on Instagram is. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yikes.
Okay, it is Ninja. Okay, he's sitting at 12.8 million on Instagram, so you can pretty much see the average. He's sitting at about 10 million on each platform so far. Like, it's not even a joke. So this kind of thing works for him because who has a large enough audience to do things like these
on all these platforms?
On all of these platforms. He's at 8.9 on TikTok. And what's left? I have to check. Facebook?
Yeah.
Facebook, he has, drum roll please. I just made that up. Don't worry about it. He's in at 867,000 on Facebook. So we're talking about maybe this is not an accurate average, but we're sitting at about around probably like 1.3 million average across all of these platforms. Not even, because he's sitting at 10 million plus on like half of them. So we're talking probably about, I don't know, 4 something million average across all the platforms. That man chilling. That man is chilling with multiple sponsorships too. Because I think he was sponsored by Red Bull? I think he was sponsored by Red Bull. Sponsored by Red Bull, plenty computer companies most likely. You know what I'm saying? For the average streamer, nobody is on that kind of level. So I'm not going to tell the average streamer to be like, well, fuck being an affiliate on Twitch. Well, fuck being an affiliate on Twitch, but let's not stream in one place. Let's stream in 7. Like, no, I ain't gonna do that to y'all. Nor do I believe that Ninja would suggest that to anybody either.
Oh, absolutely not. Because look at how long it took Ninja to get where he at on each of these platforms.
Facts. That's a fact.
One thing I'ma constantly reiterate: content don't happen overnight. For real, for real. Unless you like a dime and a dozen, like Speed or somebody. But like,
I don't know how you got there, but that's another conversation.
Yeah, that's a different conversation for another time.
Yeah, sure.
But content is like, it's not an overnight thing. So you have to work on each one of these platforms. Every time you move to a new platform, it's like you starting over to a certain degree. Because everybody ain't gonna follow you over when you leave. Because it's plenty of niggas that when Ninja left YouTube, they didn't come with him to Twitch. Just like when he left Twitch, they didn't follow him to Mixer. They didn't follow him to Facebook. Them niggas stayed right where they at, and they was like, he gonna come back.
Either that or it's like, oh well, I don't like that platform, so
facts.
Let's go see what such and such is doing.
Look what happened when Shroud left. You feel me?
You ain't hit the
some people are going to stay. Some people gonna stay loyal to a platform, just like some people gonna stay loyal to a content creator.
And
you always gonna have both. That's why switching platforms is a dangerous game if you don't have a strong enough backing.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why a lot of people don't. And if they do, it's mecca afterwards.
You got a lot of work to make up with now.
And even when they do, it's sparingly for real. Because you could have X amount of support over here, take it to the purple app or something like that, and blow up on the purple app. And the support you had where you first was look like minimal to nothing. But if you smart, you still gonna go back to your grassroots. Because your new supporters gonna follow you back to where you was. Your OGs might not follow you to somewhere new.
Right. So their best move is to just diversify your content. If you're streaming on Twitch, you stream on Twitch, but you work on getting you some content for your YouTube and posting clips on TikTok and getting stuff on Instagram done, stuff on Twitter, stuff like that. You start growing your following everywhere else. And now you have a community base in each one of these platforms. It's different. You know what I'm saying? Ninja got content that was going on all of these platforms, grew every bit of those audiences, and now he can do 6-way streams like this. Because each one of those communities are their own. Do you know what I'm saying? And apparently he has a tool where it pretty much consolidates every platform's chat into one chat for him on his side. So like your name will just have like a logo of which platform you're talking from, whether it's Twitch or YouTube or TikTok or whatever the case is, which is fire, honestly. Like I might have to slide into one of those streams to see how it's set up. I might even hold you. Like I want to see if the layout is the same across all the platforms.
Because you know, cool. And if it's not, that's even more of a like, damn.
Yeah, you gotta have a powerful ass PC for that one, bro.
Either that or that nigga is wheezing.
His room probably ice cold because that shit moving.
I'm telling you, which means these streams either ain't that long, or like Twin says, your room hecka cold.
Hell yeah, you gotta mitigate that temperature. It's either you gonna be in a damn near ice box or in the oven, bitch.
Ice box where my heart used to be.
I'm not the only one who thought that. Cause I definitely, I was like, there's an ice box where my PC tends to sit. Some shit like that.
Tends to sit is crazy.
That shit was terrible, dude.
Jesus.
That shit was oogly. Oh,
that was a 2K bar, Twin. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, damn. You did me like those? Fuck.
I'm just saying because I've been listen, sitting and watching the homies play 2K, especially 23. If you don't know, it's a Dreamville collab in there. It's a little Dreamville storyline where you meet Cole, you meet Elite, you meet Boz, you in the studio heck of times, and these bars is just none of them are good. Obviously, you gotta find the best one to move forward in the storyline to like get out the booth. And me and Sage set up. It was like these shits is bad. Like, and you only get a certain amount of time to pick a bar every time. This just was not good. Even the best ones wasn't good. And this nigga Sage, his instigating ass, he gon' ride for these shitty ass bars.
No, that's a fact. I gotta do it too, bro. It's all about showmanship.
He will ride like this shit was so bad. He was like, I was like, ain't no way. You can't be doing this right now.
Well, I'm in my bag like that X at the bottom.
No, dead ass. Dead ass. I think the nigga said something like he didn't know he was lacing up his shoes for the walk of shame, and I'm like, please.
Yeah, what?
And that was the bar that they wanted you to pick. And I'm like, what?
What? No, bro. That ain't it. That can't be it.
It's it.
Nah. I don't believe it. I don't believe that shit, bro.
Listen, that's apps.
Oh my gosh, bro.
Say
That's
some.
sure. Speaking of
Also,
anyone
y'all,
telling
if
someone
you
anything,
didn't know, it's National Hispanic Heritage Month.
yeah, yes sir.
So,
Shout out
needless
to
to
my
say,
Latino folk.
where I reside, been going ballistic for the past 2 weeks.
I bet yeah, it's Cali.
Because, and not just Cali, I'm in Oakland.
Yo,
You
Latino Central.
You feel me? So go and listen to your favorite Bad Bunny records.
If you have any.
Yes, if you have any. And if you don't have any, let me put you on to one real quick.
Oh Lord, I can't. Speaking of hits, our favorite hit maker showed his ass not too long ago. If y'all ain't heard about this Anthony Fantano business, nah. I'm not talking about that.
Young, we not talking about young.
Oh no, nah.
God, bro, that nigga really had an Optimus Prime chain.
Okay, I could do a whole nother pod episode on y'all obsession with chains. Rest in peace, PNB Rock.
Rest in peace, bro.
But
go ahead, sir. Oh my god.
Anthony Fantano had Drake show his ass over the past week.
God damn it.
So, if you don't know who Anthony Fantano is a very popular music reviewer on YouTube. And he's known just amongst it like everyone else who considered Drake's last couple albums pretty much a flop. I think he labeled freaking Certified Lover Boy a 1 out of 10 or some shit. I don't know if it was that one or honestly never mind. I don't know which one it is because I don't watch Anthony Fantano. One of his albums got labeled a 1 out of 10. So apparently, according to Fantano, well, not even according to Fantano, he posted a video talking about how Drake DM'd him, and pretty much it was a satirical comedy video, whatever. And he made the joke of Drake DMing him, a cookie recipe. Which, watching the video, you know for damn sure Drake ain't taking time out of his life to send this man a cookie recipe. Right. And so it's obvious it's a joke. It could have ended there. But, of course, Aubrey got to jump out his skin, and he posted the actual DMs that he sent Anthony Fantano on IG. He posted it on his story. And the way Drake sounds so salty but trying to sound lyrical at the same time is crazy to me. Oh Lord, I don't know if anybody has screenshots or whatever, so let me pull up a video that I've seen the screenshots in, because this nigga Drake, bro. Where is it? Can we? Here we are. So, the actual DMs Drake sent this man Fantano is: your existence is a light one, and the one is because you are alive, and because you somehow wifed a black girl. I'm feeling a light to decent one on your existence. That's what he DM'd Fantano.
Oh wow, Aubrey. Aubrey.
Oh my gosh, bro. Like, why are you so worried? Why are you pressed? What are you pressed for? Why does that matter?
Truthfully.
Like you said about Honestly Nevermind, when everyone was clowning it, you was like, oh, it's okay. We're used to being a couple steps ahead of everyone else. It's all right. Y'all will catch up. That's what you said. So we just think you solid with what you make. It's okay, as you should. You should have confidence in your art. This don't look like it though. Your existence is a light one, and the one is because you are alive.
That's hilarious.
Drizzy, bro.
That's funny as hell.
I thought you were Mr. Do Right and Kill Everything, bro.
Oof.
Was that done with after 2010 left? Is that or after Nothing Was the Same left? Is that it? Is this your way of showing your tough guy persona since we know you gained it right after the Meek Mill beef? Is that what this is? And of course, Fantano made a response video. It wasn't bashing him or anything like that. He was just talking about how he made the satirical video to kind of make light of the situation, so he can kind of either get past it, or Drake could see it and just be like, oh, obviously he's making a joke about it, he's not pressed or whatever, we can just move on, or whatever the case is. But you do the complete opposite of what anyone expected you to do, was to jump out your skin and feel some type of way. Like damn, Drake, you the biggest artist in the world right now. Like you worried about Anthony Fantano? Like, yeah. You know that Anthony just grabbed a W off your head, right? Cause that man chilling, still chilling after that. He just made that video and moved on. That's all it is. Everyone else is just talking about how, like, damn, Drake, you that soft? We didn't think you was that soft.
I didn't think Aubrey Graham was that soft.
Not at all. Cause now he went to the gym. After the Meek Mill beef, he got the turtlenecks. He got the.
I'm sucking duck lips at 30. Everyone, come on now.
He making shit like Laugh Now, Cry Later.
He's also making shit like Honestly Nevermind. Come on now.
Okay. Hey, bro, you know how sticky you get. It's not that bad, bro. Like,
I mean,
well, the whole project. It's a test. Seeing what he can get away with. He's seeing what look cool. Cause sticky cool. Sticky cool. You know how sticky it get. Hey.
Jimmy Crooks is cool too, but that's 2 songs off of what 16 song album.
Hey. Sometimes you gotta flop in order for you to fly. You feel me? Don't know. Maybe the next one will be crazy. It's probably gonna be a Fantano diss on the next album. He probably just made that shit this week. We just don't know about it yet.
I will fucking scream.
That shit called Anthony Lantano.
Oh my god. Oh my god. I will simply just pass away. Cause what?
Oh, Anthony Lantano, bro. Oh my god.
Come on, Aubrey, please.
I mean, with that being said, you got anything else on?
I really well, I lied.
No.
You heard about how the city of Chicago basically finna let the
oh yeah, I heard about that.
Like,
yeah, me and baby was talking about that shit, bro. Like, for real.
And what y'all, when I tell y'all these laws, right, are straight from the movie, bro. Like, what are we doing?
I don't even know.
What are we doing?
I don't even know what the reasoning was for this law change. I don't know. Because the fact that now you can't necessarily get someone removed from your property for trespassing now, when it comes to Chicago. So people can literally just chill on your property because they feel like it. They can't be arrested when it comes to Chicago. So pretty much you can't prevent the setup events of a potential robbery.
Like intimidation, which is soliciting, but a little bit more. You feel me? Solicitation and intimidation are the same law, depending on where you at. Intimidation, you can't get arrested for that.
Mm-hmm.
Second-degree murder, you can't get arrested for that. Kidnapping, you can't get arrested for that.
So yes, people can take your children and
you can't get arrested for that. Intimidating a public official, meaning you can go talk to the police however the fuck you want, and they can't do a damn thing about it.
Which
or
means
put it like
they
this: not
do
they can't
something
do a
about
damn
it.
thing about it, but you know.
I mean, yeah, they can shoot
ain't nobody
you.
Gonna get in trouble for it, and
yeah, they can shoot you, but if they catch you on video of them cussing you out and you do something about it, they can take your badge.
Fact.
They can take your badge. So
it's
crazy.
It's the slipperiest of slopes, and I don't know what we think we finna accomplish. Because I saw the press conference and that nigga looked so stressed out.
Because I'm pretty sure he wasn't there in the room when they made the decision. So now he's like,
absolutely not. Because reading the shit off the list, he was like, huh?
Because it don't make sense. Because now what they're saying is you can get your children swiped and you can't do anything about it.
Can't do anything about it.
You can call the police and they'd be like, well, I can't arrest said person for this.
Can't arrest. I literally can't do anything about that for you. Nothing.
Well, like all you can hope for is that they potentially pass state lines and you call that respective state department and they can do something about it.
And that's if you know where the fuck they at.
Correct.
And then then, if they get extradited back, once they're back over here,
what they gonna charge them with? I'm saying what they gonna charge them with?
Whatever the fuck they at.
Can't charge them with nothing. So be careful with your families in Chicago. At this point, if you have property that you want to protect, get a mean pit bull. Put them on the premises. Don't put them on a chain. Just let them loose. Like, I don't know, starve them for 2 days, make them hungry.
Starve them for 2 days is crazy. Teach that nigga how to throw bricks.
No, facts. Teach him how to attack.
Teach him how to throw bricks.
That's gonna be your best way to protect your property from trespassers and robberies.
That's just so crazy.
Because now you can't call police for shit like that.
You can't call the police for anything that's not that. If it don't call for a detective to be there, you can't call the police for it. That's basically what they're saying.
At this point, I'm not a big fan of gun violence or anything of that nature, but in these cases, it wouldn't be gun violence. Y'all might as well look into getting a concealed carry, bro. At this point, I know there's enough guns and gun action taking place in Chicago, especially places like O Block, but if people out here are able to take your children without any legal action being able to be taken against them, at this point, you're gonna have to fend for yourself. So if you're not really that much of a fan of guns, like I said, you can get you an attack dog, get you a melee weapon of your choice. I don't know, booby trap your house like it's Home Alone, something.
You better Kevin Samuels this shit, or you can move.
That too. That might be your best move, but shit. I would say move to Texas before it get overcrowded, but that's besides the point.
Also, don't make my rent too fucking high. Thanks.
I hope you move soon, Twin, because oh god, Texas too is so much of a hot spot at this point, bro. Cell phone Wi-Fi is through the roof with they signal. Hotspot crazy. telling you. Who the world is in a certain place these days. But
It's in shambles, but at the same time, it's not.
Not really. I mean, what you got going on, Twin? Tell the people.
Well, I dyed my hair yesterday, y'all. So there's that. And the lovely Miss Ari Monet will be continuing that process today on stream a little bit later. I was gonna stream some Destiny, but I don't know if I want to stream that just yet. So we might just be in VC playing Destiny for the first time with boys. And
Yes,
like I said, I'm still recovering, so content gonna be a little creepy. That sounds crazy. It's going to be creeping. There we go. It's gonna be coming as it comes.
I was gonna say, you could have just said this is gonna slowly return. Like,
there we go. I couldn't find the verbiage for it.
I'd be like that sometimes.
It's gonna be coming as it comes. For the next couple weeks. Trying to find some spooky shit to play for y'all in October, other than the quarry.
October is coming. Damn.
Because I do love me some scary shit. I love being scared for my life. And yeah, that's really it. What we're doing with my hair today is going to be on Aries stream. So if you want to go follow the lovely Ari Monet, that's RIY. ARIY.
I'm about to say you forgot the A?
Oh, I definitely did. That's ARIY_MONET on Twitch TV. You feel me? Go give my girl a good follow. And even if you don't catch that stream, watch her content for the wigs, the beauty, the wonderfulness that is my fine ass friend, Per. So we can get into that. She's gonna be styling today and redoing the dye in a couple days, so like later on this week. So get into that. What you got going on, Twin?
I mean, you just reminded me October is coming, and I promised y'all like 2 years ago that when October comes, I'll play a scary game. So that's out of my character, but I made the promise and I gotta follow through. So probably the next week, I'll give y'all a poll to see if y'all want to see Until Dawn or what's it called, Outlast 1. Those are the scary games I have, so we'll see what y'all choose. And that's gonna be a playthrough that's going on the channel all of October for a scary month. So that's the thing going on. I'm gradually editing the first episode of Saints Row. I know it's taking a while, but I gotta bear with me. I'm in the middle of project proposals for my final multimedia project, as well as getting all kinds of forms and stuff ready for graduation and stuff. So you're gonna bear with me, and we'll getting that out, as well as now we are in an even better position to do the Yakuza series, being that Like a Dragon Ishin got introduced to the world, which is another Yakuza game coming out, I think next year. We got Kiryu being a whole samurai and whatnot, whole Oni samurai and shit. Never expected that. So yes, we're gonna be playing the Yakuza series to prepare for Like a Dragon Ishin. So that'll be dope. You check out the YouTube channel, you know what I'm saying, subscribe so you're ready for when that drops, because I feel good about the edits that's coming out for that first episode and everything that's gonna be following after. So definitely follow that. The Music Room show is gonna be launching on the Twitch channel real soon. I gotta do the research that I need to do for me to set up the poll for y'all. I want to say I have it up by the next stream, and we'll just start it the next following week as far as the music room is concerned. So if you're down for, you know, deep diving into some of your favorite artists or some of your favorite legends in the hip-hop game and any other genre, twitch.tv/Cedric the Gamer, we're gonna be doing that on stream real soon. It's gonna be a new show that we do. So all kinds of stuff that I hope goes well for y'all to enjoy, because I know I'll have fun making them. And yeah, With that being said, that's episode 31 of the Braincast. Smart asses and smart mouths. We'll catch y'all in VC, or we'll catch y'all in the next episode. Y'all be good.